It's the first time since before the pandemic that I am traveling to the US again, and I double and triple checked the entry requirements until the day before my flight. Visa exemption, COVID test, proof of vaccination and health declaration. All in my pocket and also sent for pre-clearance, and I feel I'm good to go. It's 6 in the morning and I am at Zurich airport, but my flight with United Airlines to the US departs from Munich. That's why I'm about to take the feeder flight with Swiss on board their Airbus A220 in European Business Class. The actual flight review will follow after this very short Swiss feeder flight experience. After a short breakfast in the Swiss Star Alliance Senator Lounge, I was bussed to the aircraft where I was greeted with a bottle of water. Choosing the first row on this Airbus A220 wasn't the wisest decision, as the foot space is very limited due to the bulkhead. Therefore, I rather recommend any seat behind row number 1 on this aircraft type. The westerly departure meant that we had to do the left turn pattern right after takeoff, which usually provides a nice view of Zurich airport if you sit on this side of the aircraft. On the other side, you would see Zurich City and Lake Zurich, which may be the preference for the less aviation geeky individuals. A morning snack was served promptly, consisting of a Birchermüsli, orange juice and a selection of ham and egg mousse on bread. The offered coffee I skipped, as the lounge before already supplied for my needs. We arrived on time in Munich, which I'm very happy about, since I only have about 1 hour before my transatlantic flight. Flying to the US means leaving the European Schengen area, which again means changing the terminal on a short underground train ride. And there she is, the United Airlines Boeing 767-400. That will take me to Newark in New Jersey today. This is going to be my first ever -400 series Boeing 767 flight, which is the reason why I am flying out of Munich today instead of Zurich. A minute after my arrival at the gate, boarding began and my United Airlines Polaris Business Class experience is about to start. I learned this is the older version of the Polaris Business Class with an unusual 2-1-2 seat layout, meaning there is a single seat in the center of the cabin. But I positioned myself on seat 1L today, as I was told this bulkhead seat has a bit of extra room. I was promptly approached by an extremely friendly and cheerful cabin attendant who offered a welcome drink. I went for the sparkling wine, unknown brand, and I also asked for the permission to film a bit. Luckily, the seat next to me stayed empty, so I had some extra storage space for all the amenities, such as this blue memory foam cushion, which I find quite practical later in the flight. This large pillow, and the multi-layered quality blanket with which I will unwrap a bit later. There is more to show, but first it's time to get airborne. The seat control buttons are fairly intuitive and have a one-touch function, which means you just press once on the lie flat button and the seat will move into this position without keeping the button pressed. You can stop in an intermediate position at any time during the transition by pressing the button again. The entertainment system, which I will show in a moment, can be controlled by this rather old-school remote, but the TV screen itself is also touch-sensitive, so the control isn't necessarily needed. To my right side there's a bit of extra storage room, already occupied with a bottle of water, the wrapped headphones and the amenity kit. There's also the selection of electrical outputs. To announce the upcoming lunch, I was served an appetizer drink with a selection of warm nuts. Just a detail of today's catering, but a delightful gesture I have missed during the pandemic. There wasn't any menu handed out on this flight, but before departure I was approached by the cabin attendant and informed about today's choice for lunch. And this is my choice: salad with fruit and the beef with potato and veggies. Other options would have been chicken or fish or vegan pasta. I don't remember if United Airlines in the past used to have different servings for appetizer than the main dish, and finally the dessert. It's the kind of business class service I enjoy the most, but I certainly can also live with the all-in-one tray solution, as long as the food is tasty and stays warm. Unfortunately, the cutlery wasn't the cleanest, which dampens the dining experience a bit, but the outstanding and very attentive cabin crew compensated well for it. The food taste was more on the mediocre side, especially because the beef was the opposite of tender and much overcooked. But I've learned it's quite an art to have a steak cooked just right on the aircraft. The United Airlines branded headphones are noise cancelling, and let's now have a look at the amenity kit. It comes with the eye mask and a pack of earplugs, a pair of socks, a tube of hand cream and a face cream by the brand Sunday Riley, a pack of tissues, and a facial cleansing cloth. There's also a toothbrush with cream and a small United branded pen. All in all, quite an extensive selection of amenities. In the galley in front of me there is also a selection of snacks in case lunch is not filling long enough. United Airlines also offers in-flight Wi-Fi, but I didn't manage to connect to it, but I didn't drive for long, as flying is usually a good reason for me to being offline for a while. As with almost every airline, and to my disliking, everybody was asked to lower the window blinds for a better sleeping and movie watching environment. I'm neither tired nor does it bother me if somebody has open window blinds when I want to watch something. Talking about movies, United Airlines offers an impressive selection of movies, and I quickly realized the flight is too short to watch all the movies I plan to see. But of course there's also a TV show channel, music and the moving map showing our current position, which is usually my choice of channel. After my movie, I decided to have a nap. Then I saw we were close to the south peak of Greenland. I decided to have a sneak peek under the window blind, and here it is. The ice and the cliffs in the far distance. Beautiful view, only visible for those daring to open the window blinds a little bit. While I'm awake now, let's see if the bathroom in the business class section offers any additional amenities or other surprises. Well, not really. However, I do like the selection of different kinds of sprays, such as the facial mist for refreshment. While I can't sleep anymore, it's a good opportunity to start with the travel blog of my 1-week USA adventure. This week not only consists of a road trip and lots of American food, but also a number of very exciting and unusual flights, such as with the Boeing B-29 Super Fortress. If you don't want to miss out on these ones, consider subscribing to my channel. We are approaching the United States, and it was finally okay to open the window blinds again, allowing a look onto the North American landscape and the number 2 engine of our Boeing 767. A choice of pre-arrival snacks was offered, and I opted for the bun-looking hamburger with fruit salad and a muffin. The bun wasn't really called like that. I don't remember the correct nomenclature, but it tasted like a cheeseburger and it was very tasty. We have started our descent towards Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey, and my first transatlantic flight in over 2 years is coming to an end. The experience with United Airlines wasn't flawless, yet absolutely enjoyable, comfortable, and the crew was absolutely lovely and attentive, which surely makes me consider United Airlines again in the future. Welcome to the United States, and this marks the beginning of a series of pretty cool flights I was going to have ahead of me. Stay with me and my channel to find out more soon. In the meanwhile, stay healthy and have a great time. Bye for now.